We have welcomed a new year in, and with it is the time to look at the interior design trends for 2021. What are the colors of the year, the materials that we are going to be using, and the kind of spaces that are going to emerge? By the way, for those who are new to my channel, I'm architect Monica Khosla Bhargav, and I run Kham Consultants, an architecture and interior design firm. Before we get into an understanding of the look and feel of the spaces of 2021, do remember to like and subscribe. This is a huge support for the content of this channel, and I really appreciate it. Color is the first thing that catches your eye and immediately switches up your mood when you walk into a space. Pantone releases a color every year, which becomes a guideline for design trends for that year across disciplines, including interior design. This year, Pantone has released two colors, Ultimate Grey and Illuminating. Now, Ultimate Grey is a neutral shade. In fact, grey is my favorite neutral. I find it more neutral than black or white as it's softer on the eyes and it creates an excellent base. It also has the ability to create warmth if it is mixed with a family of warm tones, or alternatively, it can create an extremely cool atmosphere when it's used with the cool grays. You may also refer to the section of the achromatic color palette of my video on how to select colors for your house if you want a better understanding of this. What is the mood that this Ultimate Grey conveys? It is calm, composed, contemporary. It reminds us of weathered rocks and pebbles on the beach and links our mind to natural elements that have stood the test of time. It is the color of resilience. Another aspect about the color grey: when used on a textured surface, it lends to a variety of color tones because of the shadows it creates. This is not possible with black or a very dark color, and it is these textured or matte finish surfaces that are going to trend in 2021. What are the materials that I'm going to use to infuse grey into a decor? One, of course, is paint of surfaces like walls, furniture, and paneling. The second is stone and the slim tiles. The third is soft furnishings like carpets, draperies, upholsteries. And then there is a wide variety of ancillary material like glass, stained wood, light fixtures, and ceramics. And let's not forget concrete, an all-time favorite with architects and designers. Next, what are the materials that we can use with this to complement our spaces? This color, when it's used with the lighter and warmer colored woods like bamboo, birch, rubber wood, ash, or pine, gives a very young, fresh, and contemporary feel to a space. It can be further accessorized with jute, cane, and cottons to add that organic feel. When used with more striking deep woods like ebony and grey marble, it can be accented with brass, gold, and silk for a more luxurious look. Coming to the next color of the year, Illuminating. This bright yellow brings in the cheerfulness of flowers and the power of solar energy. Unlike grey, which is a background color, this is a focus color. It conveys strength and positivity and adds warmth to a space. Of course, it should be used as an accent or a highlight. It can be used as a single piece of furniture in a room, as kitchen or bar stools. It can be used as wall art, light fixtures, and accessories. Now, how do we create a mood board using both these colors? 2020 has been a year where all of us have spent more time at home and appreciated its importance in our lives. Getting more positivity and personality into our spaces through color and materials has been the thrust of all our designs for the 2021 house. This color combination of yellow and grey carries a message both of hopefulness and endurance. Another color that we can't get enough of is teal. Benjamin Moore has announced Aegean teal as its color of the year. It's been around for a while, but this year it has settled into a blue, grey, green color, which is very soothing and at the same time uplifting. I'm reminded of a conversation my friend Shoma had with a cab driver in Mumbai. He shared that the best thing that Mumbai had was the sea. On stressful days, all he needed was to stare at the sea for half an hour and he would feel relaxed. While it's not possible to emulate the sea indoors, this color tries to bring in that same cool, relaxed feel. The best thing is that it can be used with grays, blues and greens. I would use a slightly grayer variant of this color for a large surface like a wall. It would add more depth. And use either the blues or greens as highlights. As a contrast, it works really well with terracotta, coral, cotton steel, copper and rose gold. It especially looks good with natural rustic logwood. White is the neutral which can be added to give the decor a crisper look. While we are looking at brighter spaces in 2021, the focus is going to be on personalized comforts as both work and education have moved home. A home pod or one's own little workstation is becoming a necessity. Entertainment has also shifted home. We've all been watching a lot more Netflix, so the home lounge is emerging as a space for family bonding rather than the formal living room. The trend for sustainable living, biophilia and all things natural is definitely getting reinforced in 2021. Beyond just using nature-inspired colors and materials, we are also looking at the home as a place for growing edible plants and microgreens. I've already discussed this in my video on urban farming. The lockdowns of 2020 have shown us that pollution levels can be brought down, which was not possible earlier despite best efforts. Design trends need to be conscious of this and adopt practices, materials and technologies which encourage a more sustainable lifestyle. I look forward to sharing these with you this year, and if you're keen on this, then do let me know in the comment box below. Thank you for watching.